That's good boot.
Is it good boot?
You should try
Can
it.
I try that boot?
Yeah, that is some fresh Indonesian leather. It's very foreign, very rare.
That's good.
Yeah.
My eyes. Oh hey guys!
Oh hey!
Oh hey!
Oh hey! Welcome to the inaugural episode of Fusion Cosplay. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Ray.
So thanks for joining us. Today, although it is our first episode,
Yes.
it's also very special for the reason that we are going to be reviewing an Aniki Cosplay, Deathryuger, easy for me to say,
It's not so easy for me to say.
Dino Charge Talon, who's been written out of the show.
Okay.
Cosplay set. It's the first time
So-
on YouTube.
Very first.
There are no other suits of this particular guy.
That's
on
pretty awesome.
YouTube, yeah. So it's
quite,
a special episode.
Quite the suit, obviously. It takes up this whole entire gigantic table.
Which is why I'm holding the boot.
Yes.
Because honestly, there's just not enough room.
It's not.
You know, we barely fit the sperm cap on, and we're missing one of the wrist cuffs, but that's okay.
True.
It's over here.
Oh, okay.
It's lonely.
Yeah.
So we're going to send some pieces its way.
Well, that one's got the thing on it, so... That one's the more important one.
Exactly, well, that's why it's on
Yeah.
the table. I'm putting it on the table. But
So,
that's the most important thing on the table.
We're starting with the boot.
Correct, I'm tired of holding it.
Yes.
So, as most people know that know Aniki, his boots are very high quality, real leather.
I'm impressed by the boot, actually.
Awesome sole. I mean, honestly, that's like a really sturdy sole. You can actually wear this all day. I could go hiking in this.
Could you?
I could hike in it.
You gotta scuff it up. You don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't slip.
But that's honestly,
So
we were smelling it before. It's got quite the wonderful smell as
yeah,
well.
real leather and real
And this isn't
glue.
And I know a lot of guys, because I mean you've obviously way more history than me with Power Ranger stuff. But like this is an actual blue leather. It's not airbrushed.
No, it's not airbrushed.
Yeah.
But it is a blue leather.
Which is actually, I find that impressive.
Yeah, and I mean he has a wide array of colors. Honestly, every time don't do that.
I almost hit your helmet.
We don't need that anyway. Who cares about the helmet?
Screw that. We got the
So,
smell of the boot here.
Very high quality.
Yes.
Honestly, I want to kind of rewind for a second because we're so
Yeah.
busy smelling the boot. I really didn't go into this the way I wanted to. This review is going to be probably a little bit more positive than I think is going to be expected, especially after how vocal I've been on Aniki Cosplay's Facebook page. Just to give everybody the heads up,
Yeah.
I ordered this in June of 2015, and I did not receive it until September of 2016. After being
quite the wait.
15 months, man. And honestly, I was quoted at 5 months of the lead time because I was an immediate return customer. I had bought a previous suit, which was the Jungle Fury Wolf Ranger.
We'll throw a picture. I'll throw a picture.
Okay, very good. Actually, my buddy right here had to help me fix it because they missed a few things. The measurements were a little bit off, but it wasn't that bad. But because I was an immediate return customer and I wasn't 100% happy with that suit, I asked Aniki what he could do for me. He originally quoted me 5 months, turned into 15.
I didn't even think about that he was kind of making up for the last one with this one.
Which is kind of comical.
It is.
But, okay, so there was a lot that I was going to say in this on a negative tone.
Yeah.
I'm going to skirt that because I've actually, since getting this, I've been reached out by management from Aniki. I am under the impression they're under new management. They have made a lot of mistakes. They have been vocal about the mistakes they've made. And they're trying to make it right. And they had offered me, and I don't know if he's going to be upset with me for saying this publicly, but they had actually offered me a free suit that they are going to ship by December of this year. And of course, right now, currently, we're in the month of October.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to him making this right. They have been extremely quick at communicating with me. I find that to be very positive because they have my money. I have the suit. They really don't need to be. They could have blown me off. So the fact that they're communicating with me the way that they are gives me reason to believe that they're turning a corner. They're making me an Aniki fan again. I know there's a lot of negative publicity out there on the Facebook page still, so I want to try to turn this boat around for them, try to help them out.
Well, I mean, obviously, from what I've seen, I mean, the quality's amazing.
You don't get any better.
There's no question about that.
It's pricey, but honestly, you get what you pay for. Again, I did have to fix certain things on this. I'll briefly touch on them because honestly, like I said, I don't want to necessarily dwell on the negative. We're going to look at the positive. So, yeah, woosah. We're going to eliminate the boot because we have all come to the conclusion that this is a very fine leather boot.
It's quite a nice blue boot.
It is, and it smells nice. So
It
look
does.
forward to smelling your own blue boot one day. Honestly, this is something else we can eliminate real quick. Obviously, this is just what they call the sperm cap. I really hate that.
AKA head sock.
Head sock would be a much more appropriate family-friendly term than. I guess sperm cap's only for swimmers.
Yeah.
It's my brain that's dirty.
Wait. Did they call it a sperm cap?
I thought a condom was a sperm cap. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's why I was like, man, we need to make this more family-friendly. This is a head sock. So,
head sock works.
Head sock. You know. I don't know if this is high quality head sock.
Let me take a look at it.
Yeah, you are definitely the cosplay professional.
You gotta feel it before you actually.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even think to do that.
This is an amazing quality. It's a very small hole.
You can see some frayed string. I have a fat face. Well, I had to stretch that out and get my face.
I see a lot of people when they do, because I've watched multiple costume reviews.
Right.
The costumes are freaking amazing. But like, they always seem to have to pull it to get their head.
It was literally like this big. It was like looking.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So it was like a ninja mask.
Totally a ninja mask, and it's hard enough to breathe in the helmet, let alone having something else cover our face. So we're gonna eliminate that. Good quality, to the best of my knowledge. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with head socks, so.
I have multiple actually.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You're a head sock connoisseur. That's what you collect.
I do. It's a hobby.
You don't even need the whole suit. You like to breathe in the head socks. Next thing we're going to eliminate, because I'm trying to get higher visibility of the actual suit. So we're going to eliminate the belt. This is actually an awesome belt. He has done a lot better job of improving his belt. He actually has a clip cover. So cool. You don't actually have to see the clip when it's sealed. That's actually really what they have on the show. So that's awesome. It does have Velcro on the inside. So you can actually adjust it. Okay. The only downfall to adjusting it, I almost knocked that over again. We're destined to damage this suit. The only downside to adjusting it is when you adjust it and you have to fold it back over, you do get cracks.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah. So that he does probably use some kind of clear coat on it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At least it's adjustable. I am happy about that. It's not functional. It is not a Japanese style morpher.
Oh, okay.
You know, it doesn't work.
But that's what the mold is from.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect size. It's a perfect replica of the show. Yeah. If you look at it, they have a lower profile. The toy typically is thicker, and it's functioning. We'll be covering that in a different video.
It's functioning.
No, this one's not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. I was like, holy
crap. If you got the Japanese morpher, which a lot of people switch this out for. Yeah. It is functioning, and you can put their little batteries inside. Again, we will be covering that particular morpher in another video, but yeah, we'll skirt that topic for right this second. But it's very nice. I mean, it's beautiful detail.
Oh, it's amazing. It's
excellent job. Yeah. He put a fresh decal on the middle, high gloss decal. It looks really good. And it looks like it should function, honestly, with the way the crease is. I mean, it's beautiful. Hold that up there for you. You can see the lower profile, so it's not like sticking off your body exponentially.
I'll get some close-ups for that as well.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the floor. Okay, we're going to start eliminating some of the armor. I think the suit and the helmet are what we're going to concentrate on last. This is the first cuff. Obviously, this is the forearm armor. It would go along with this side of the suit. It makes the Spinosaurus
spines.
Yeah.
Spines.
I'm just going to separate this real quick.
I don't know what you read. For a second, I was like, whoa!
Ooh, magic. Magic.
Get the sperm cat.
Get the, okay, so again, real leather. What he makes out of real leather. Very thick foam. Very durable. It looks like it is wrapped in a vinyl, like they you know.
So
they cut the foam to shape and then they wrap it. So it's really nice. It is. It gives it a good finish. Everything's nice and even.
And it's sturdy, because honestly, if you are going to wear this to conventions and stuff, you're going to be bumping into people.
Yeah,
and people are going to poke you.
Yeah, people.
They're going to be like, oh, wow,
or you might be poking other people, which is way more fun.
I'll stop talking.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. The only thing that I had to do with this particular piece, and I know you've seen this a little bit closer earlier, is, as you can see, I had to add, I actually created this piece, and my buddy Ray has helped me finish it off, actually, but I actually had to create almost like an extender or a gap filler. The cuff was way too tight. The cuff itself separates by Velcro when Aniki gives it to you. This part right here was actually a solid piece, so it was impossible to adjust it to fit over my forearm.
And you had to cut. You just had to slice through it. You just used scissors.
An X-Acto knife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should have used my actual shears, but I didn't. I used an X-Acto knife for some reason. So, but it made a clean cut. Added the vinyl strip. It actually looks really good when it's on. It closes
honestly,
the gap, and it's on the bottom. I'm just going to do that real quick. It's on the bottom. Yeah. You know, I mean, people aren't going to be like, hey, let me see the bottom of your forearm, because that's important to me. Unless they're freaks, man. I'm into those bottom of the forearm kind of guys. Anyway.
Are you?
For one piece of armor, forearm piece, again, very high quality,
Yes.
very well made. Just that minor adjustment on my behalf. I want to talk about the gloves.
The gloves are freaking cool.
It seems so trivial.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No.
Again, like the boot.
I think it's.
Dude, yeah, man, that's some good glove.
That is some good glove. Can I put it on?
Turtle, yeah, absolutely. Mikasa Isu glove. I don't know. That didn't sound right.
It fits like a glove.
It does.
But
right?
it doesn't. God, it just doesn't feel cheap.
It's not. It's real leather.
Yeah,
it's real Indonesian sheep leather.
It looks. I can't explain. I know this is so stupid, but when you're making a costume and you're working on it and you're like, oh, I gotta get gloves for this. I gotta get white gloves. I gotta get this. Gotta get that. It just these small details are just like, wow, this makes it look legit.
It's comfortable.
Yes.
It's a real comfortable glove. It actually like forms to your finger, so it's not like clunky. Yeah, I mean, awesome gloves. I mean, I think he has the best gloves on the market, in my personal opinion. I know there are people out there that probably think that there's another maker. I don't even know the name of them, but yeah. So very impressive glove. I know it's a small thing, but it's a huge detail to me. Again, alongside the same thing with the armor, he made the claw on the pad or the top of the hand.
Yeah.
It's glued on to the best of my knowledge, but it's again same high quality foam wrapped in whatever that vinyl is and maybe spray painted gold. I'm not 100%
glove.
Yeah, I agree. All right, the next piece we're going to do, which we started to do a few minutes ago, is the shoulder piece. This is the shoulder armor that goes on this on the shoulder, obviously, because it's shoulder armor. That's kind of redundant. Anyway, as you can see, it's drastically different than the rest of the other Dino Charge Rangers, and that's because it's the Spinosaurus. Just to touch on this real quick, the reason I chose this particular Ranger is because it was supposed to be in Dino Supercharge.
Yeah.
They actually even had the name in the morpher under the Talon Ranger name, Spinosaurus, Power Ranger Talon. So I thought it was a safe bet. Little did I know, apparently, he will not be used in the television show. So we use these for charity events. I thought I was getting something hip and current. Obviously, that's like on my face.
How are you not hip?
Well, I mean, it's
Wearing
at least
you'll be hip.
I will be the only Skittle-colored Power Ranger. I melt in your mouth. I mean, wait, that's not Taste the Rainbow. Taste the Rainbow. Yeah, you're gonna taste my rainbow. Like, I forgot what's a melt in your mouth. That's M&M's. Never mind.
That's M&M's.
Back to the shoulder armor again. Very high quality. It's all made out of the same stuff that we covered earlier, as far as the top of the forearm. Very thick. It has Velcro on the bottom here, as well as Velcro on the shoulder to keep it attached while you're wearing it.
It's very strong Velcro.
It is very strong Velcro. I think we were talking about poking people too before the camera shut off before. So.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the durability of the armor.
Correct. And if you do wear this, it is durable.
Yes.
This is actually updated armor, by the way. His original version was very square and chunky.
Oh really?
This actually has the tapered like razor edge and more of a point to it.
Like
so
beveled.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you just got to be careful if you do wear this around children to not
poke their eye out.
Yeah, I usually have a handler when I'm in this stuff, so I know it sounds stupid, but you know what I mean. She puts a collar on me. She tells me to beg, and she'll beat me. And then
I was like, where's my money, Deathryuger? Oh no!
I'll break your thumbs. Anyway, so she will tell me when kids are around her. She'll kind of like guide them gently around so they don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Because there is potential for eye gouges.
Because I've done multiple armored cosplays in the past. Well, mainly the Shredder one.
Oh yeah.
I had everyone poking me and like messing because I couldn't see anything in the helmet, which obviously you can't see anything in that helmet either, really. Well, behind you, peripheral. In the back, right?
In the back.
Yeah, in the back. But
my rear facing.
Yeah, and I would have one kid came up to me and started whacking me with like a katana blade, like a toy one, obviously. Otherwise,
like
I wouldn't have like a real katana.
Little did he know your armor was Eva foam, and he just cut the shit out of you.
Yeah, he really did. He really did.
But kids.
But obviously that armor didn't hold up very well. But this, honestly,
I think you slash with a katana.
A plastic one. I can whack the crap out of this, and I think it'd be alright.
Yes.
We're gonna do that later. I'm gonna whack the crap.
After 15 months, I don't know what I want to do with it. I think I might just put it in a glass case for the rest of my life. But no, all jokes aside, beautiful piece. Again, it goes on the shoulder.
Where does this one go?
Right where it's at.
Oh.
It actually goes on. It covers like the entire from the elbow up to the shoulder.
This one.
That one.
So this is like
it is a huge piece. Again, the forearm piece of the gauntlet, this piece, and then it continues on to this piece. It's supposed to represent the spine of the Spinosaurus. So
so like the profile, right?
Correct.
Ah.
So we are
That's
going to
art.
delicately take that off again. We have Velcro on the suit. We have Velcro on the inside to keep it, because it's a little, it's got some weight to it, so to make sure it stays where it should stay the entire time you're moving around. This is the biggest piece of armor that there is, of course, out of the entire set. He does have, this is kind of nice, it's adjustable, so if your arms are bigger or smaller. He may have done this, I don't know if it's specifically for me. I had hard times because, I'm a stockier person. I had a hard time with the armor that he gave me for the Wolf Ranger as far as forearms and legs.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And the arm bands, which were comically small. So I did ask him to, make everything as adjustable as he can the way that I train. I fluctuate in weight kind of a lot, so... anyway, you can actually tighten that up or loosen it up depending on how big or scrawny your arms are. Anyway, I'm just kidding. So,
was that directed towards me?
No!
Whatever.
Dude, I would not.
Oh, you jerk.
My cosplay compadre, I would not do that to you. That's
I'm just
oh
joking.
my god, that's our names, the cosplay compadres. Anyway.
Just one screen for both of us.
That's it. So anyway, nice and, I have nothing else to say about this. It's the same as before, pretty much all of it's the same. So, we're going to go on to the final two pieces. The suit and the helmet. We're going to hit the suit first, then the helmet. The suit, okay, Aniki, aside from Rav Seams, and I don't have anything from this guy Rav Seams, because he wants like $1,000 for just the spandex suit.
Jeez.
Yeah, but, I mean, it supposedly is worth it. I couldn't do that. But, anyway, Aniki suits, very high quality, very thick. The stitching is actually quite impressive. I think you can take a look at that and appreciate what he's done,
Wow.
Okay, I do have to touch on these because this does bug me, and Aniki knows about it, but the two things that really bugged me a lot was the size of the badge on the chest, because he did redesign these about a year ago, and it's supposed to take up the entire black section.
I see.
So
so it's like it's almost to scale with the other triangles.
Exactly. So that does bother me. I had asked multiple times if maybe I just got a leftover, and although he's been extremely well at communicating with me, he hasn't touched on that. So that does bother me.
That's not removable?
No, and that's unfortunate too. That was another thing that I kind of didn't like. Is the fact that he glued it to the suit instead of Velcroed it on like everything else.
Yeah.
At least if it were Velcro, I could have taken it off and replaced it with the appropriate size. But because it's glued, I don't want to compromise the integrity of the suit.
Yeah.
So I leave it. But I mean, honestly though, okay, let's take the size out of the equation. Let's look at the detail work. But I mean, it has like all the different line work in there for the teeth and the fins for the Spinosaurus. I think he did an amazing job. We'll try to do let me try to whip this out like this. That might be a little bit better. If you guys can see. Another thing that's kind of good, I guess it maybe saved them a little bit of money. I don't mind it. I think other people have complained about it. Is other people give you a separate bottom suit. So the long sleeve, like the red part in this case, would be a like Under Armour like shirt. Yeah. And then the suit would go on top of that. He has made it all one piece. However,
but it's basically a shirt.
It's basically a shirt.
Underneath, it's just sewed together.
Yeah. So I don't mind that personally. I know that
you don't lose the shirt.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Just hope you don't lose it. Just make sure you don't lose your pants.
Well, well, you know what? I don't think with this color scheme you're gonna have much of a chance.
That's true.
Yeah. So, the only other thing. Oh, and let's see. On the back, again, awesome detail work by the way with the teeth, and then he also has a little nostril there for the dinosaur head. Awesome work with the zipper. I mean, really, again, high quality. What good stitching, smooth zipper. He does have the cover, so when it is zipped all the way, the flap covers it. It's just nice. It's seamless. It really looks. Zipper. It looks like TV accurate. It's perfect. In my opinion. The only thing else that I did have a little complaint about. This camera's probably not going to pick it up too well. I don't think. Whereas there were some stains on here that you can see them. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna maybe get it. I don't know if we're gonna dwell on this too much because again, like I don't want to focus on the negative. There were some stains on here. I think it's from adhesive from when he was doing some of the armor. Maybe it got touched on the suit somehow. I'm not sure. My biggest concern was it was body fluid. I thought maybe they were having some Indonesian orgy. I wasn't sure. You never know. And I'm weird about that kind of stuff. If it's not my body fluid, I really don't want it on the suit.
But if it could be any body fluid, it might as well be Indonesian.
That's high quality stuff.
It is. I mean, look at this.
It's true. That's what they. Little do you know, we think it's some kind of an epoxy or super glue that they use. It's just their body fluid. They have very strong.
Or maybe it is the clear coat. Because I know
That's true, yeah.
Because you mentioned you thought those might be painted. Because honestly, because it looks like it spills over to the Velcro.
So maybe it's just clear coat.
Yeah.
But in any event, it's on the butt. The way that it depends on what lighting you're in. It figures, right? It would have to figure.
Yeah.
But there's some stains on the butt of this suit. We don't know how they got there, and that's honestly, when I first seen it, I was actually pretty distraught. I don't want to mess with it too much because I think it'll ruin the spandex. And honestly, hopefully in the lighting that we use it in, it won't be that bad. You won't see it, and I won't get called out for having like splooge stains on my butt. But
no one's honestly
wouldn't be the first time.
With all,
just kidding.
With all the stuff you're gonna
I'm
have
married
on.
to a woman, to a real woman. She's a real person. I promise.
No, she isn't. She doesn't
I
exist.
made her up. It's the cover. Okay, so anyway, beautiful suit. I'm sorry if I keep flipping it around. Again, lots of different materials going on here too, by the way. He uses like a vinyl spandex mix. Like it's kind of all over the place. But I mean, you need to get the proper textures. I think it's great. I don't know. I mean, aside from the stains and the badge, the quality of the suit is very high. I did have to have the measurements again adjusted on this. But it fits perfectly now. I'm okay with that. So
okay.
All right, we're gonna leave this on the table because I don't see the reason to put that on the floor.
Also, you have the
and that's true.
zipper.
That's
zipper
true.
wrists.
We again, people that are familiar with Aniki, you have the zippers that adjust on the wrist as well on the ankles. I do suggest actually just a little. This is actually a good point to bring up. You want to unzip all of them before you put your suit on. You want to have all the zippers unzipped because if you try to pull it on and it's really tight, you can actually pop some stitches. I've done that before with my Wolf Ranger suit, and I had to get that fixed because I just figured it was spandex and it would stretch. So again, that was my stupidity. But anyway, unzip all your ankles, all your wrists. It'll fit a lot better. And it does take two people to get into this. Like I have to wiggle into it, and then I have to pull it up. My wife has to kind of like pull it up on my shoulders and then zip me up. So. And I am married to a woman, and she's really so I'm not gonna let that go because sploot on the butt. Anyway, so on to the main event. This is the first ever, like I said, on YouTube. I'm very excited about this. I was gonna unhook it because I'm getting too excited. Deathryuger / Dino Supercharged Talon Ranger. Oh yeah, we can just do that. Oh, head on a pike. Yeah, sorry.
I'll let you hold it because I don't want you to. I want to put it on top of that with the styrofoam balls all over the place.
Balls. Anyway, first ever Talon Ranger Deathryuger helmet ever seen on YouTube. Not even just from Aniki, from anybody. So we're gonna jump
right. Is anyone else making this?
There is one other maker that I know. Actually, there's two other makers that I'm aware of. Common Rider Nimoy, which we'll be doing a review of his suit later on. And Taller Oslo, this guy that I found. He is very expensive for his helmets, but good quality. Again, like I don't want to talk about them right now because this is all about Aniki Cosplay, folks. Aniki Cosplay. We're gonna, in the video description, we'll have some links to Aniki Cosplay's actual website and his Facebook page. Anyway, so we'll get into that in just a second. But for right now, I just want to talk about like how dynamic this helmet is. Out of all the Dino Charge, Deathryuger, however you want to call it, helmets, I think this is the most dynamic. It has this really awesome fin with the tail on the back. The brow work on here to show, I mean, and all the red is very dynamic. It is purdy.
It's purdy.
Yellow, this is actually die-cut vinyl. So it's not painted on there. That is actual stickers that will come up if you do stupid things. Again, the mouth, the old mouth hole that people would eat and drink from.
Yeah.
It's used for breathing in this. And
or you just splash some water in there.
I wonder if that would work.
That'd be miserable.
Try to feed me when we're done here. Like I'll put it on and just shove a hose at it.
I just bought some applesauce, so this is gonna work out.
Perfect.
That's disgusting.
Applesauce. So anyway, there are gaps on either side of the mouth to try to help you breathe. Yeah. It doesn't really help too awful much with this particular helmet. The Wolf Ranger helmet that I had from Jungle Fury is a lot easier to breathe in. However, I like this one way better.
Does it fog up as much?
It does. I mean, and again, just for people that may be looking to order this for the first time, there's a little trick that you can use. It's
dish soap.
Dish soap, exactly. Liquid dish soap. You just kind of wipe it on like you're waxing a car almost. You put a very thin layer on and then wipe it right off. And I don't know why, but for some reason
it works for a while. It works with Spider-Man lenses.
Does it really? Yeah. There you go. So science, folks. You learn something. I didn't tell you how it works, but anyway, it does. So. Again, the helmet, I'm going to try to take this off of the old mannequin head. Outside clasps, like normal and this. I mean, you can actually request for inner clasps. I've never had that, but I can imagine. You want to pull the head? You just pull the head out. There. Yep. Oh, it's giving birth. Oh, it's like in the wild.
And this is obviously foam that we added in there so it wouldn't wiggle.
Correct.
That we didn't just rip your helmet apart.
Oh no. Again, people that have ever seen Aniki's helmets, it's very clean on the inside. I think you're going to get some close-ups of that. It's like pristine on the inside. He uses a really nice thick...
Is that your foam or is that my foam?
That is my foam. I
the
added.
green?
The green is my
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you actually just ironically had the same kind. He uses a black pad in there that is really, it's very comfortable. The problem was I underestimated the size of this helmet. It's actually quite large. And I said, hey, you know what? Maybe extend it a little bit because I thought it was going to be really tight. Turns out to be a very large helmet, and I had to put some more padding into it to make it not look like I was a bobblehead Power Ranger. So, because that's awkward. You're like, you know. So anyway, it fits like a glove now. I just added a little piece of my own foam on the inside. Again, the only other thing I would have liked to have seen in this helmet, which would have been impossible, I know it would not be possible because of the fin, would if it was like on a hinge. Like a lot of Aniki's helmets now have a hinge. This just has like Velcro elastic bands to keep.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. How does it open?
Let's try to.
Does it open? Is that where it's connected?
Yes, but it's only connected by elastic straps that you can adjust, which is actually kind of nice because if this gap ever becomes too big, you can just tighten up the elastic straps. Oh. But it does come apart, and you can't really see it. But if you look at the top crack, you can see the straps a little bit.
Yeah.
But I got it on there pretty tight because I like my seams tight.
I get it.
You're
married to a woman.
Yeah, I am married to a woman. She's real. Anyway, again, beautiful helmet. I am very happy to know that I'm the first person on YouTube to ever cover.
Ignore that. Just keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna sail through the finish here. Anyway, so that covers pretty much the entire suit. Beautiful work by Aniki. His lead time for me was insane. However, I will say this, that as of December of 2015, he started implementing a slot system. Mm-hmm. He only accepts X amount of orders a month. His lead times are now 30 to 60 days. It doesn't help us that ordered way before that, and I know that there are a lot of people on Facebook that are still waiting on orders for 12 or 16 months. I will say this, though. They are under different management. They are trying very hard. They're overwhelmed. They're trying to get back where they need to be. I will tell you this, that it is the best quality suit that you can get. It is pricier. The quality is definitely there, and they are working on their communication. They're working on their lead times. They're trying to do right by all the non-slot people, and those people will know what non-slot means. So anyway, for Fusion Cosplay, that was a terrible wrap-up. We got to think of some kind of a catchphrase. Until next time, keep cosplaying. That's terrible.
Fusion ho.
Fusion ho.
Do it.
Yeah, zap.